And where did you say you go?
Limerick.
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 Limerick?
Yes, Limerick. You know, Fab City, murders, River Shannon and fucking Vikings.
Welcome to the beautiful city, where is a past is met as a present.
Same as it. Wow, I'm late.
Yeah, unfortunately Limerick had a dark reputation in the recent past. And especially during the 1990s and early 2000s, when it was nicknamed as a Stab City due to high rate of gang violence, stabbings and drug-related murders. Today is a Limerick much more safer, and that dark part is mostly behind. Limerick is one of the Ireland's old cities. This place has witnessed Viking invasions, medieval battles, literary greatness and a modern growth. Long before the Vikings arrived, Limerick was already a thriving Celtic clan settlement, rich in culture, religious mythology. The Vikings didn't create any cities, they just simply expanded everything. Limerick was a Viking slave trading hub by the mid-9th century. The archaeologists found Arabic coins here, proof of trade routes stretching to the Middle East. After the Vikings, the conquest of the city by Anglo-Normans in 1173 has changed everything. Donal Mór O'Brien, the last king of Limerick, famously burned the city to the ground in 1174 to prevent it from falling into Norman hands. By the early 13th century, Limerick was firmly under Norman control. And it was during this period that iconic King John Castle was constructed between 1200 and 1210 AD. This formidable fortress, commissioned by King John of England, stands as a testament to Norman power and strategic planning built to defend the city and control the river. In 1467, a mint was opened in the city. Limerick was documented as a wealthy port city and a trading center. They dominated trade along the River Shannon. A 1574 document prepared for the Spanish ambassador attests to its wealth, and the description aligned with Luke Jannon's 1620 memoir. You know what? Let's do even more historical and educational. Here is a description from that document.
Limerick is stronger and more beautiful than all the other cities of Ireland. Well walled with stout walls of hewn marble. There is no entrance except by stone bridges, one of the two of which has 14 arches and the other 8. For the most part, the houses are of square stone of black marble and built in the form of towers and fortresses.
Over the River Shannon, medieval marvel, first built with the 14 stone arches and timbers, and a creaking under the weight of warriors and merchants. Later rebuilt entirely in stone, this unbreakable fortress endures the brutal 1691 siege of Limerick, where it became the beating heart of battle. Cannons roaring, soldiers clashing, and a Limerick's fate hanging by a thread. The nearby Treaty Stone commemorates the war's end. After 700 years of use, the storms of 1833 destroyed the bridge, built as a 7-arch bridge upon the same ancient foundations, reusing the original piers, a living monument that still stands today. Like many other cities, Limerick was deeply affected by the Great Famine in 1845 to 1852. I would even call that genocide, which resulted in catastrophic loss of life and mass immigration, mostly to Britain, the US, and Canada, many through the nearby port of Limerick, which became a key exit point. The population of Limerick City plummeted from around 50,000 in 1841 to 30,000 by 1851. Despite the famine, Limerick industrialized rapidly in the late 1800s, especially along the River Shannon and a dock road. Bacon curing factories became a Limerick specialty. The city earned the nickname of a Pigtown due to its pork industry. Limerick was industrializing dozens of water-powered mills, while textile production expanded rapidly. Out of this growth came Limerick Laces, a machine-embroidered luxury that reached global market. It employed thousands of women. It was quite unusual at that time. By the 1880s, steamships from Limerick's busy docks were exporting goods across Britain and mainland Europe. The Limerick Pogrom 1904, Dempster's priest John Cray incited a boycott against Jewish businesses, forcing families to flee to court. Limerick's trajectory during the revolutionary period 1916 to 1923 exemplifies the complex interplay of industrial transformation, radical politics, and educational evolution. This era witnessed both explosive challenges to established orders and remarkable community resilience, revealing the tension between national ideas and a class awakening. For example, Limerick Soviet, April 13-27, 1919, a landmark event where 14,000 workers declare a general strike against the British military rule, which perfectly illustrates the intersection of labor action and the political resistance. It's fascinating how workers took control of food distribution and even printed their own currency, a concrete example of resilience during the War of Independence period. The city was a stronghold for the Irish Republican Army, showcasing Limerick's strategic importance in the conflict against British rule. Education remained church-dominated, exemplified by Mary Immaculate College for teacher training and the introduction of free primary education in the 1920s slowly improved literacy rates. University of Limerick 1972 revolutionized the higher education with industry-linked cooperative education programs. And now I would love to say that after the War of Independence, Limerick is thriving, people are studying, factories working, life returning to peace. But unfortunately, as we know, there is always two sides to the coin, and I'm going to show you both.
What do you think of Limerick, William?
I think more of Limerick than Limerick thinks of me.
So, do you approve of the changes in life here?
Oh, by all means.
Yeah, what have been the greatest changes, really, in life here?
Well, I'd say more or less the living standards and so forth, and abolition, total abolition, I say, of the slums.
You approve so of the industrial changes here?
Oh, I do. So does everybody else here who's honest about it.
As a housewife, how do you like working here?
Well, I've been working here for the last 10 years, so I really enjoy working here. You know, because it's great for the wife to get out of the home for a while, like, you know.
It can't be denied that local industrial estates, including Shannon, have brought a new prosperity to Limerick.
But no. The city's economy railed heavily on a bacon processing, textile and dairy, and by the 1970s and 80s, globalization brought factory closures and a mass unemployment. Economic stagnation revived historical immigration patterns. By the late 1980s, 200,000 of people left Ireland annually, many from Limerick seeking work in the UK, especially Liverpool, Australia and the US. All of this created pockets of extreme poverty in states like Moyross and Salt Hill. With limited opportunities, drug trafficking became a lucrative alternative, fueling territorial gang wars. Gangs smuggled weapons, AK-47s, hand grenades from Eastern Europe, escalating violence beyond knife crimes to shooting and kidnapping. Petrol bombing, shooting drive-by schools, and public fights. It was regular Tuesday in Limerick. Limerick's transformation from the Step City era to today's Fab City came through a mix of urban regeneration, major developments, economic change, social reform, and yes, quite a lot of police. For over 1,200
One moment.
For over 1,200 years, Limerick's heart has beaten with the rhythm of its river and unbreakable resilience. From Viking longships to the War of Independence, has begun a symbol of a spirit that's endlessly reborn.
This is Limerick City, and if you don't like it, fuck off to Cork.